Okay, howdy everyone, welcome. I know I probably shouldn't have my retro screen on, but I was looking at my other ones and they were so dark and it was just didn't look right. So we're going to continue with our Tyranny, binging in Garb on the weekends. It just was a lot of fun for me, it really was. So I thought I would do it again this weekend. Anyone who's not already subscribed or following me, please do turn on your notifications so you'll know when I'm online streaming and you'll know when I release a video in YouTube. By the way, all my past broadcasts can be found in YouTube. I am going back through and putting in chapters for you, detailing what our quests were, etc. Okay. Okay, let's get going. We have a new game plus here, by the way, is what we're doing. We are looking for Raetommon. I remember there being some hellacious fights in here. They're high enough level that we may not actually have to sneak around to find things, but it's not exactly going to hurt. There probably wouldn't be anything here because they're keenly aware of the fact that they're... I mean, obviously we can go like that, right? But I think that the game is old enough that they're aware of how people are using.
You want me to be subtle?
There's a trap. Hope everyone's doing great, by the way. It's supposed to warm up here in Germany, finally. That trap was rather obvious. Don't know how many of you have really played through this game. I love this game. I really do. I love that I have a lot of choices in the game. It's just kind of, you know, my thing. The replayability of a game is a huge factor for me. I have games that you play once, and I don't always find them terribly satisfying. Okay. I mean, it's nice to play through them. Oh, it went into our chest anyhow, didn't it? Chop. So, a disfavored soldier drew a crude map depicting Deserter's March and other nearby wilderness areas. Multiple lines and connection points likely indicate patrols and fortified positions. The sheer number of them suggests that Kyros' forces are making aggressive attempts to control the region surrounding Lethian's crossing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Disfavored scouts such as these are not an uncommon sight in Deserter's March. These two were likely attempting to observe the Brotherhood camp below and were gifted several arrows for their trouble. It's weird that that is a thing. I know it's a British thing, but it's not an American thing usually. And now it's just sort of taken hold. Gut. Wie auch immer, right? Whatever. Ooh. He's a big boy. Raetommon is a murderer, a thief, and a coward. How can you stand with him? He went too far. Death is inevitable in war. But slaughtering innocent settlers? What possible reason could he have had to kill them? They were regrettable but necessary deaths. Raetommon needs the helmet if we want to keep Lethian's crossing out of Kyros' hands. Those peasants were not a danger to him, folks. Let's be honest about that. Okay? Okay. Okay, by the way, there are already 6 of you in here, plus a VIP, I think. Yep, that makes 7. Necessary. Do you hear what you're saying? That was a slaughter, and now the crossing is vulnerable. If the helm isn't returned, the bane will overwhelm it. Okay. You should settle this by fighting each other. we're not playing Scarlet Chorus, by the way, so let's just say everybody calm down. We're going to need these people as allies. Locke looks back and forth between you and Myrick and sighs. You're right, Fatebinder. He addresses Myrick. Have your men lower their weapons, and I will have my men do the same. Fatebinder, I implore you to help us. I want to avoid more bloodshed, if at all possible. Excellent. It's a good start. Raetommon doesn't trust you, Fatebinder. Why should I listen to anything you have to say? Number 3 is very enticing because if you don't answer my questions, you'll be talking to your guts as they spill out of you. Okay, so not sure what's going on, but I lost you for a moment there. I'll put this back down and put this back down and see if that helps. Okay? Okay. So as I said, number 3 is very enticing because if you don't answer my questions, you'll be talking to your guts as they spill out of you. But let's pick number 2. I don't care if you trust me, but you will listen to me if you want to stop this bloodshed. If that were possible, Raetommon would have already found a way. But you are welcome to try, no matter how futile the effort. So, what do you want to know? Why are you in Desert's March? Raetommon sent me here to retrieve any loyal soldiers I can find. I assumed that would include Locke, but apparently I was wrong. The penalty for disloyalty is death. Okay. So why did Raetommon take the forge-bound master? All right, don't ask, I just do. If you need to know why he wanted it, he will have to tell you, and he doesn't want to talk to you. Such a child. Okay, how can you follow a man who kills his own men indiscriminately? They must have been traitors to the Brotherhood. Myrick says this more to himself than you. Otherwise, Raetommon wouldn't have killed them. That has to be the reason. Okay, let's go with this one. If the men Raetommon killed are traitors, and the Bronze Brotherhood would have a lot of them. Myrick purses his lips, his eyes moving back and forth, and he considers your words. You might have a point, Fatebinder, but I still don't trust your motives. I'm not going to turn over the leader of the Brotherhood on speculation. They must have been traitors. Okay, we're back to that. Okay, let's go to this one. He invaded Lethian's crossing and attacked everyone, including his own men. Well, we're in the middle of a war, Fatebinder. People die. There is defiance in Myrick's eyes, but no conviction behind his statement. Perhaps they betrayed him. Perhaps they tried to mutiny. We don't know his true motives. He looks to the side, and you can tell he doesn't really believe his own words. They must have been traitors to the Brotherhood. We're back to that again. Okay, this is getting us nowhere. Let's go back. Let me speak to Locke then. Yeah, because we're getting nowhere with him. Locke salutes you quickly. Well met, Fatebinder. I wish we could speak at length, but we don't have the luxury of time. Right now, the important thing is to convince Myrick that Raetommon doesn't have anyone's best interests in mind, and his insatiable need to be the victor is going to kill us all. Okay, do you know where we might find him? He has no idea. Why does he want the forge-bound master? If I only knew, I might be able to prevent this. Raetommon has become increasingly unstable since Kyros' forces tried to take Lethian's crossing from him. Perhaps he means to better arm the Brotherhood. we can always use quality weapons, so getting a hold of forge-bound iron would be an exciting prospect. With Kairos' forces on the move, that would be welcome. I've been stationed in Deserter's March for some time now, and I've seen a growing number of Kairos' men in the area. Something is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. I was reporting every sighting to Raetommon, telling him it was no longer safe to stay with all the disfavored around, but Raetommon wouldn't hear of leaving. It's only a matter of time before they show up in force and kill us all. The last time I heard anything from Raetommon, he was talking about taking extreme measures to keep Lethian's crossing out of Kairos' hands. Locke shakes his head. With the theft of the Magebane helmet, I think Raetommon is planning on using the Bane. I don't know how, and I'm terrified to see what he will do. Okay, it would seem not everyone in the Brotherhood agrees with Raetommon's methods. No, we might be mercenaries, but we're not murderers. Myrick is a loyalist, so he follows Raetommon's orders without question. No matter how crazy they are, Myrick isn't an evil person. He's just has a hard time thinking for himself and is easily manipulated. I know a lot of people like that. Maybe you can talk some sense into him. He isn't careful. If he isn't careful, he's going to get a lot more people killed. There is nothing more terrifying than blind faith in flawed leaders. We're not going to attack this guy. Why should we? Although I like that answer. Raetommon isn't the most unstable person here. Come and dance with me. This is so chaotic. Okay, so if Raetommon sent you, you know where he is. Even if I had that information, I wouldn't tell you. Okay, why would I tell you? Because it's important. I guess we'll punch him. I didn't see any other way out of that. It sucks. Not sure if we could have done anything better. It's kind of frustrating. Probably shouldn't have punched him. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're right, all right there together. How convenient for me. Did I not get that set up? Hello, Sha. Bleed out, you little shit.
You little shit.
I just love that. Oh, Lantry leveled up. Okay. I do like the shield slam that my other guy has. Wow, just a second. That is way, 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 way too loud. I turned it down in the game and it's still just way too loud. Okay. Okay, here we go. You darling. Throw him around.
I'm on it. On it.
Nice. Very nice.
This isn't working.
She's over here just in. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. We don't need her for this fight. She just like just turn around and she's down, you know? I gotta take better care of hers.
Consider it done.
Nice. That was so preventable. Locke shakes his head. I had hoped to avoid bloodshed. He didn't need to die, but there was no other way this could have ended. Raetommon needs to pay for what he's done to his people. I want to find Raetommon. Search Myrick. If anyone knows where that madman has gone, he would. He told us where he's gone, sort of. Sort of, kind of, halfway. We have the keystone. We have the keystone. Locke makes a sharp gasp. When you take the stone from Myrick's body, that's one of the keystones Raetommon uses to enter the old walls at Twin Rivers. If Myrick has a keystone, Raetommon must be there. He did tell us that already. Sorry, babe. Let's camp. Oh, that was rather brutal. Let's save.
I got it.
So I was trying to turn up the quality of the stream and the recording. And apparently that is enough to set it off.
Down.
Ah, there's the one that was so obvious. Yeah.
Curious.
Stimmt. Curiouser and curiouser. Alice in Wonderland. I think there wasn't anything over here earlier. We're high enough level that we should probably find it if there is. Oh, this isn't the one with all the Bane to fight. That's the next one. The Twin Rivers. Yep, the deer stuttered. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, dead people. I see dead people. What? Oh, y'all ever wonder about me? Probably frequently. Now y'all. Say, lovey. So these are the kind of places that we're not likely to come back to. I mean, we could come back to them, to this one. Oh, nice. See? We just see secrets when we run by.
Shh.
Who set the traps?
See that? We should take a closer look.
I agree. How odd. We can probably stop sneaking now. A mysterious missive. And a bunch of Bronze Brotherhood junk. That's my note. This rolled scrap of parchment tucked away in a satchel appears to be an undeliverable missive. R. Suspicious. Can't deliver reports. Come to the march in a fortnight. Look for rusted blade and shield. We're in the march. I think we should go back and look for a rusted blade and shield. There's nothing of interest here. Okay, so think we've pretty much taken care of all the traps. Let's hope so.
See that?
These could be the weapons mentioned in that missive, though nothing of significance can be seen nearby, and yet there is. Ooh, how exciting for us. I bet it just goes in our inventory. Bastards. Okay, this bundle of pages, cleverly hidden within the rock crevice at Deserter's March, contain a meticulous set of reports meant to be delivered to someone named HB. Was that not the merchant that we talked to who knew where the seal came from? His initials were HB. The letters record detailed observations of Brotherhood operations starting a few span back. The author appears to have infiltrated the mercenary gang and spent most of his time helping the Brotherhood establish a base of operations at the old walls near Twin Rivers. The spy was able to observe Raetommon on a number of occasions and notes that the leader has been growing increasingly comfortable in the strange environment and unafraid of disturbing the arcane ruins. In another letter, the agent notes that several sages were brought to Raetommon, likely unwillingly, in an effort to unravel some of the mysteries of the old walls. As the leader grew more brazened, he also became more paranoid, accusing Brotherhood soldiers of betrayal. The last letter appears to have been written in haste, the ink smeared in a number of spots. Had to leave, lifted sages' notes and magic scrolls to set back enemy plans, are as likely greater threat than thought. Join wilderness patrols, but absence from old walls will be noticed. Documents hidden, sewn into tunic. Route will intersect with Iron Veil. Look for brother with copper nose ring and scar on the left jaw. So he sewed the documents into his tunic seam, or into this tunic. His route is going to intersect Iron Veil. And we should look for a brother with a copper ring in his nose and a scar on his left jaw. What? So now I think we should go and talk to that merchant. Halt, stopp. Halt, stopp. There's nothing of interest here. Iron Veil? Where's Iron Veil? We don't have an Iron Veil. There's the Haven. Yes, I see. Why did I want Lethian's Crossing? I probably don't. Oh, I do. I want to go talk to that. I want to go talk to HB. What? So I repositioned myself. I know the microphone probably looks a little bit bizarre. But I just thought that it would be nicer if I'm actually looking at the game, was my thought. A large carriage has been parked by the side of the road. Several beastmen workers regard you with dull expressions and motion toward the crest of a nearby hillock, more interested in catching some rest. You hear a laugh and a splash of water behind it, audible over the roar of the nearby river. As you approach the bank, you see two figures in the water bathing themselves. On the shore, a tall man draped in fine fabrics takes notice of you and lets out a piercing whistle. A well-muscled man with a curvaceous woman rushes out of the stream in response, wrapping themselves in thick robes. The tall man greets you with an exaggerated bow and explains that he is a pleasure provider. He's a gigolo. Of the itinerant variety. He gestures to the pair. Both of them are strikingly attractive and asks if you are in the mood to partake. Okay, we are playing a chick this time. We don't always. Wow, the guy's cheaper. How rude. Let's look for an ambush. The peddler and his prostitutes aren't armed, and little of their chosen spot along the bank suggests a trap. Two small tents have been erected atop the soft patches of grass. You peer inside their open flaps and see nothing but blankets, colorful pillows, and jars of fragrant perfume. Hardly a threatening sight. Still damp, the muscular man raises the sleeve of his robe to dab his forehead, exposing a leather band around his wrist. Though solid for half its length, the rest of it separates into finely twisted strips of leather coiled through seashells. A common enough design found in coastal Ardent. You count 4 shells on the band, a discreet but unmistakable signifier of nobility. Question the peddler about the armband. Yeah. You point out the peculiarity of the armband, an item reserved for ardent nobility, yet somehow in the hands of a peddler's worker. As you voice your question, the female prostitute lunges forward and grabs your hands, pleading with you for assistance. Between frantic sobs, she blurts out that they are ardent nobles that have been kidnapped by Brotherhood extortionists. The peddler jams a few fingers into his mouth and issues a piercing whistle. Quickly summoning the beastmen guards to his side, he doesn't deny his affiliation with the Brotherhood, instead explaining that his captives are the adult children of a powerful ardent noble, taken captive while the Brotherhood was on contract with the Voices of Narat, and thus, he contends, legally acquired. 2 prisoners look at you expectantly, waiting your response. Now, I don't think if we're going to win the tears to our sides that we want to have these people's children being used as prostitutes. Let's just execute them. You declare the flesh peddler guilty of various transgressions against Kyros' law, though kidnapping is all that's needed to justify his death. The Brotherhood agent grabs a heavy blade and shouts for his beastmen slaves to fight. The trio are well coordinated and surprisingly skilled, and though you ultimately subdue them, you do not do so without injury. Virile, immune to the first application of an affliction during combat. With the fight over, the 2 captives quickly don proper clothes for the road, thanking you profusely for your assistance. They promise to spread word of your deeds and to send a suitable reward upon their return to Ardent. Before you leave, you rummage through the carriage along the road, grabbing hold of supplies and valuables, a suitable recompense for your trouble. It's nice to see someone else using the word recompense, actually. You don't hear it very often. So what do we have for reputation changes? Just a second. We killed a Bronze Brotherhood soldier, minor wrath. The Unbroken is minor favor, okay? And Ventrian Guard is minor favor, okay? Oh, look what we found. 50 rings and something called exploit. We shall have to take a look at that. Nice. These random encounters are kind of cool, I think. I enjoy them. And you do have to turn those on in the settings, guys, in case you didn't know. Which you probably did. There we go. Plus 20 bonus damage on bleeding, burning, dazed, mage fire, hobbled, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, stunned, and sundered enemies. That's like basically almost any affliction that they can suffer from. It's quite funny. And of course, we know, let's see, what is she using? She's using an artifact. Well, we're not going to replace that, obviously. Right? So let's take a look at what she has. Okay. I think that this is better than the Ripper, actually. We don't want to replace her vile tongue, though. That just sounded wrong. We don't want to replace her vile tongue. It's a nice vile tongue. What?
I see as the crow flies.
Do you? Isn't that sweet? She and the weapon are one. The vile tongue seems to suit her quite well. So let's go back to that feller. By the way, when I was playing my guy, I was looting everything. We didn't really do that. Well, we did. We did a good job looting over here. See? I thought I remembered his name started with HB. Ah, Fatebinder, come to stock up, I see. Why can't I talk to him about his spies? He must have some really nice stuff, though. I was looking at those earlier. I think we pretty much have everything here. We will take the 2 healing things, though. Works for me. And we have a fish. It's a very strange game. I actually think there are more fish. I think we've been putting them... Oh, that must be my other game. Because I know we keep putting fish away in the... This is a strange game. Fuck me. What a waste of time. I just thinked I was going to be able to talk to him about the information we just gathered. Okay, let's go get killed. Shall we? Would? Let's not say we did, right? Help before they kill us all! To arms! Calm yourself and explain. The scourges! Okay, well that's about all. That was really all I needed to know, people. They swarmed us in every direction. He points toward the battle behind him. The first brother, Raetommon, he entered the old walls, and shortly after, the Bane swarmed us. Okay, he regains some composure and begins to speak more clearly. We've been cut off from the base camp. Welby tried to maintain some sense of order, but after Raetommon vanished and the scourge appeared, the doors to the old walls sealed shut. Okay, so I'll help you. I need to get into the old walls. Okay, you would support the Brotherhood in this fight? Then victory will soon be ours. Yes, yes, yes. I think you'll find a few things bring folk together like a common threat. It's common enemy, typically. Ebb smiles with satisfied nod. Without our help, they'll probably be doomed. With your help, they'll most likely live. And maybe, just maybe, even thank us. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll wager my rings on copious claims of, well, we would have won without you. Yeah, we know how that is. So can we, like, cut the chatter and just go help? Bane. I'm not here to make friends. I have been known to say that numerous times in my life, usually at schools where I was being bullied. It does tend to be your first feeling, doesn't it? Ooh, okay.
I'm on it.
No. Can I get her to stand there? And then you?
I'm enjoying this a bit too much.
I don't think you can ever enjoy it too much. Now we want her to do, what's it called, cleave? 38, 82. Oops. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean it's not after you. It's a little bit better odds there, isn't it? Come and dance on this one's head. We're going to dance on your head. And throw you around.
You cannot win.
I can if I want to. What kind of shit is that? You cannot win. Yes, I can.
I'm enjoying this a bit too much.
I can and I will.
Will do.
Come on, people. Brother Kalos, you fight well. Remind me to always stay on your side of the battlefield. The soldier loosens the bindings on his gauntlets and flexes his fingers. By the Brotherhood, who knows how much worse that might have been without your help. I could have just looted your bodies. Just saying. I am... Just a second. I want to see something real quick. Wow. 2, 4, 6. And it's always the same people. And I want to welcome all of you to my stream. Okay. I'm glad that you like to come and sit with me. I welcome to Twin Rivers. I can only assume you are here for Raetommon. Very perceptive. Okay, what happened here? Where are Raetommon's plans, or what are Raetommon's plans for Lethian crossing? Oh, I wish I knew. Raetommon said he was going to carry out the next part of his plan. He unsealed the door and went inside with some of our brothers. A few minutes later, the Bane came pouring out of the entrance and overwhelmed us. I saw Raetommon standing at the entrance wearing a strange helmet. He wants our helmet. He was smiling. He watched the Bane overwhelm us, and he was smiling. Then the doors closed, and I became a little more occupied with staying alive. Okay, I need to get inside those old walls. Can you point me to the entrance? The entrance is to the north, but the bridge is out. Damn scourges are more wily than they let on. Unless you want to jump across the river, you'll have to go around. Can I jump across? I feel sure that I can. Well, but will the game let me. You won't have much luck with getting inside since Raetommon sealed the entrance behind him. Welby might be able to help you, though. She was trying to rally my brothers northeast of here. OT. Okay, he taps his hand to his helmet and nods. Farewell and fare thee well. At least none of us, like, you know, unconscious and whatnot. Now, I know there's another one over there too. It's a nasty one. We need to fight another battle with the Bane to get to Welby. By the by. Well, we're going to have to go to the other side of the river, regardless. Ah, we can go down into this camp. Okay, you see a clearing beyond the undergrowth. The brush thins occasionally and looks navigatable. And someone just went up a level.
On the lookout.
That must be my character. Nobody else has that strange voice. OT. So. His accuracy is crucial. Let's bring that up. Yeah. OT. What do we have for him now? Look at this. He's got some nice stuff here. This is if you're going from stealth, by the way, which we don't usually do. Gain a large bonus to accuracy when using thrown weapons. When he's in the party, all party members gain bonus experience for lore, skill, and a bonus spell slot. Let's go with that this time, and then we'll go for the dagger one next time. So. See, and we all get an extra spell slot, which is at least, you know, I don't know, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. So let's see what we can do here. Looks like the same thing she already had. Certainly does. So is there anything else? 6. We did figure out what the other school was. Oh, he knows the last school. No, she does. Gravelight. She knows the last school. We don't know it yet. Being the operable word. Okay, well, we'll do this for the moment. Concussive bolt. She doesn't have that yet. Who else could? Oh yeah, he's doing way better than her. She could use it as well, and he can add accuracy. He could actually, what else could he do? Sigil duration. Nice. Give him that. Okay. And let's look at something for her. She only has a 30, so let's give her that right there. Kind of pathetic. This just stays lit. It's really annoying. There's nothing here that you need to look at. We've already used our reputation unlocks, and at least I think we have. Alles klar. So now let's raid the backpack. Ooh, something that does regenerating, which he's going to need if he continues to stand in the middle of the fire. Just saying. 1% every 6 seconds. Same thing. He doesn't have anything at the moment. Interesting. Okay, Alla hope. Off your knees. Okay, so let's see if we can get across the water. The bridge has collapsed and is completely unusable in its current state. However, we can ford the river. At least one of us has to have the right athletics score, and apparently we do. Okay, everything else can go in there, but if I recall correctly, he has less than her. Yeah. She has 2, she has 2. We need to, when we find more of those, we'll be in better shape. Yeah, not y'all. So, win. Too many people spend their whole lives going win. I'll be happy when, right? The imposing wall looms over the river, stretching up and out of sight.
Heads up, we have company.
Mm-hmm. I have certain combos I do because, well, they work in most battles. So why not, right?
You got it.
What's this one here? Okay. Cleave's not going to help if they're not in the right position. He's still doing his, and she can finally dance on someone's head. As I'm so fond of saying. What?
Fire. You got it.
We think we got this in grip, and the next one comes. That's what I don't like. I gave her that order, and then her brain just emptied out.
I got it.
Okay.
Right.
Now I see that she's injured. Y'all are thinking, mentions Ceana, she's going to do it again. No.
Will do.
Beautiful.
Count on.
So there's Welby. I told you they'd be mortified. And there's, if memory serves, there's more down below. Let's see. Because I might just be confused about that. Yep. Okay, let's have a talk with her. Well met, Fatebinder. Welby gives you a slight nod in greeting. I had hoped you and I would cross paths again. Your timing in this instance was perfect. Thank you for your help. Okay, we gain average favor. You're here for Raetommon, aren't you? Welby nods as if she's answering her own question. I won't waste your time. He's gone. As is the keystone, you'll need to get to him. That half-wit brute Myrick took it to Desert's March. She spits when she says Myric's name. He went to gather more support for Raetommon's maddening plot. The brothers out here are outraged by Raetommon's behavior or betrayal. He's gone crazier than a Candle Mountain miner. So if you are here to help, we'll take any help we can get. That keystone. We'll take any help we can get that keystone back from Desert's March. I got my hands full here. Well, I get what she's saying. Is there anything I can help you with? Let's talk to her about that afterward. What is Raetommon hoping to accomplish here? His growing mania with the Bane has exploded into an obsession. I think he's planning on using them to purge Lethian's crossing of all unworthy. She points emphatically at the old walls as she speaks. The problem is the Bane know nothing of worth. All they know is death and chaos. If Raetommon is allowed to go through with this, Lethian's crossing will be destroyed. Okay, I'm here to help you, obviously. I've got the keystone. That's wonderful news. Unfortunately, this is only the first puddle of beastman piss we have to deal with. We must get inside the old walls and confront Raetommon. And I know that's not going to be easy going. Let me know when you're ready and we'll go together. Okay, just a second. I want to climb up this hillside. Where'd she run off to? Crazy winch. Can I have control of the game? Oh, we're waiting for Mr. Slowpoke there. Este? Let's see, down across that side of the river is more Bane. I'm positive. Are you sure?
Right. Quiet down.
Shh. The tents have been dyed to blend in with the surroundings and doesn't appear to have been abandoned, or the tent. Freshly gathered wood rests in a nearby bundle, and you have a few morsels of dried rabbit in a leather pouch. Oh, and you find them. Excellent. Now this is always been. You just have to click on it. It looks like you can't click on it, but you can. You just have to click. So let's give him that and see if he needs it. I don't remember what he has on. He already has a magician's mantle. I already have one of those. Except this one's better. See? This one's got +1 to deflection to it. What are you wearing, darling? Tidecaster's robes. Okay, so this one's actually worse than what she's wearing. OT, fair enough. Just save and go back. Yeah. Stop being so melodramatic. As if it's their fault somehow. I did make myself slightly bigger today because I saw that on a mobile phone I would not be very visible at all. So, not that I'm the thing you came here to look at necessarily. An old woman in garb. Okay.
Have a look here.
I didn't even see that, but I had it in my head that I've... You idiot. Must be the mask. He can't see anything. You fool! All of you. Sagamol. Down, I say. So we sprung the trap. It wasn't the brightest thing in the world to do. Okay, I make 5. Nice. We'll take a look at that afterward. See if we can just get those guys to begin with.
Heads up. We have company.
Okay. Immune, immune, immune. You suck. Bugger me. 40. Okay, so let's try some magic then. Usually if you can't hit him very well with normal weapons or ranged weapons, whichever, you can hit him with magic. So she has actually several stone spikes. They're not as susceptible as I would like. Oh, nice. She can dance on their heads, though, can't she? With the hit, stone spike. Is that him? That looks like... Is that him? Is that him? I don't know. Okay. See if he can heal himself. She's doing her skewer. He did not stand a chance, did he? Does he not have? He has nothing. He has nothing. I thought someone had something that would wake somebody back up for a short period of time.
Look at all that it's...
Thought she had another ability. She doesn't seem to have that one yet. It's not going to be particularly helpful, I fear. We're not even... I knew this was a really, really horrible fight. I knew that. I remembered. I remembered how much I detested this fight. Bloody hell. The problem is that there's so many of them that are immune to so many things.
Not a problem.
Okay, we're supposed to be transferring health back to ourselves with every attack. Here's hoping that we are.
Fire flame.
Because I sure don't feel like we are. That's her.
nothing to see here. Just holding my guts. Ugh.
Fuck me. Okay, she's down. We're not going to make it. There's no way. Okay, so let's reload and let's just not do that part. Did I not? Of course I did. I was going to say I save fairly regularly because I know that's a really wicked fight on that side of the river. Think we'll leave that one for the moment, as I've said. Let's see if we can, maybe we can loot some bodies over here.
Right.
We good. There's something else by the Banes, but we don't really need to do that at the moment. I think that when we're done in the walls, we can come back and finish this part. It will be strong enough. Okay, let's go find Welby. She is... Oh, why are we... Wir sind nicht mehr ganz dicht im Kopf. There's the bruiser. I think she ran off in the other direction, right? Direction. Y'all are very quiet today. Ah, who am I fooling? Y'all are often quiet. Okay, so... Okay. I thought we were supposed to come get her. Think she went in without us? It's so pretty. It's pretty. So I guess we're talking to him since he's the only one with a name. Right? Still don't know what happened to Welby. Oh, she's there with us all of a sudden. Well, isn't that special? A soldier stands here keeping guard with a group of brothers. He stands straight when you enter, and his eyes widen when he catches sight of Welby. What in the name of our fallen brothers is that treacherous bitch doing here? Watch your mouth, Ferris, before it runs too far ahead for you to catch it. Ferris makes a chuffing sound and takes a small step forward. Hold! I'm not here to fight. Shut up and listen to reason, I beg of you. Ferris inhales sharply but stops moving. He fumes for a second before saying, fine. Speak your piece. We don't have time for lengthy debates. Welby steps closer to Ferris. We have to stop Raetommon before he kills us all. His desperate need to win is going to end in disaster. He is going to unleash the Bane on Lethian's crossing. At best, we will lose our home. At worst, our lives. Ferris shakes his head, although he seems unsure in his convictions. No, I can't believe that he would put our lives in jeopardy. He will lead us to victory if we stay firm behind him. Okay. I heard of myself, he's planning on killing every one of you. Says your blood is the final ingredient in his magic. That would be pretty evil. So let's just say, then why has he abandoned you? He's sacrificing his own men to achieve his goals. Ferris's mouth opens in shock. Would he really do that? He looks around at the rest of the brothers gathered in the room. None of them seem sure of themselves anymore. He looks around for a few more minutes. All right, say I believe you. What now? This is my home, and I don't want to leave, and I certainly don't want to die. Okay, what we do now is find Raetommon and stop him from making a fatal mistake. You've made the right decision, Ferris. Welby's voice is filled with relief. What can you tell us? Where is Raetommon? What is he doing? Ferris shrugs. I have no clue. He told us to stay here and not let anyone follow him. He looks around thinking, oh, we found this. He reaches into a pouch and pulls out a strange-looking crystal. No clue what it does, but it might help you. He holds it out to you. Now, I've given you all the help you're going to get. You might be right, but I'm not going to push my luck. So we got a minor gain there. Tell me what you want or get gone. So what happened here? After we got in here, Raetommon went on ahead, said he had something that he needed to do. We heard this terrible noise, and suddenly we were swarmed by scourges. They looked like they were running away from something. It was crazy. I've never seen them act that way before. Some of them attacked us, but most of them just kept going right out the door. Then Raetommon reappeared, and the rest of the scourges just up and left. Raetommon was laughing, almost like it was a game. He was saying, this will show them. This is just a taste. Then he sealed the doors and told me not to let anyone else through. What is the Brotherhood doing inside the old walls? Ferris looks at you like you're crazy. I don't see how that's any of your business, really. But I suppose I also don't see how it would hurt to tell you since you're already here. He shrugs. Ever since Raetommon spent a night inside to prove he was worthy to be the first brother, he spent more and more time in here. He said he mapped out the path so he can get through without attracting the Bane. And we've never had a problem as long as we've stayed in this room. We can hide out and no one knows we're here. You're the first one I've seen in here who wasn't part of the Brotherhood. Okay, we're not going to attack him. I don't see the point in that. We would be sort of betraying Welby's trust if we do that, and I just don't see a gain in that for a neutral person. We're playing a neutral person. We'll get back to our evil people. Let me change out my earbuds because although I haven't had those in very long, this is the quality of earbuds nowadays, has been my experience, is that you don't have them in very long and poof. They either don't fit properly or they don't last long, and I do leave them charging. So, okay, I don't hear the game yet. Okay, I still don't hear the game. Just a second, let me save it. Can I go out and come back in? Because some of these games just don't find the headphones, and one presumes that that is the right one. I have 3 different pair. What? There it is. Okay, we're back. Let me grab a couple cookies real quick. I haven't really eaten much of anything today yet. Acquired these delicious morsels for me yesterday. For us. Rather. Wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft. Okay, and there really is just nothing else in this room, is there? Let's take a peeky pie in the next room.
Interesting.
Oh, someone missed something. Ah, now, better than a sharp stick in the eye. Be proverbial, right? It's really funny how my microphone schwebt im Luft here, in der Luft. It's just floating in the air.
Have a look here.
Excellent. See, they're high enough level that they can just spontaneously find things. Cool. This one's fine cloak has seen significant use and abuse. Over the centuries, claw marks have reduced the hem to tatters, suggesting the garment itself must be remarkable to have survived this long in one piece. Put it on him. She looks like Welby, doesn't she? Okay, so that one's already been filled in, so to speak. Beyond this point, there be monsters.
On the lookout.
And traps very frequently do require us to be sneaking about.
Have a look here.
Cool. Oh, I would have thought those would be worth something. More than that piddly amount. I remember this one. This was a pain in the ass. Why don't I remember how to get through here? I remember this being a pain in the butt, but... So we can't go anywhere. Okay, what have we missed? We've missed something. And this won't let us do anything else with it. There it is. I clicked that once before. Bastards. A rune on the floor, because why would they put runes anywhere else? Those jackasses. I freaking hate that. What's nice is we can touch the rune to it and we keep the rune. I think she might have those equipped. A spiked iron helmet. Oops, I have that on her, don't I? Damn it. Certainly wasn't my intention. I think that I thought, and I was right about that, and I was wrong about that. Okay, I can live with that. Can't be right all the time. I love people who think I need to be right all the time. You're just like, what? So maybe it's because I keep clicking from over there. No. So let's go upstairs. Mayhap we will find something else. That's the door we couldn't get through yet. So now we have 2 bridges. And neither one of them can be burned. Bugger me. Probably get some water next. A long way down. Just a second, let me grab some water real quick. I had some water. What did I do? Oh, there we go. She comes and sits it right back down. Those headphones are a very last resort. Okay. That's where the Bane will break out, by the way. Try to eat us. Or suck our life force out, or whatever it is that they do. Sometimes if you look really, really good, you can see the traps before you just stumble over the top of them. Those Bane have already broken loose. Okay, this goes to a different part. Before we do that, let us go back and explore this portion. It's a good day when you game and eat cookies at the same time.
Well, this is interesting.
We could run right in front of it. It wouldn't be a very smart thing to do. He did a really good job finding that. And as I said, we know what's going to happen. Equal chance there, eh?
Another demonstration of our talent is in order.
Wow, that sucks. Okay. You suck.
If I had kids, they'd be feeling that one.
Who's this? Why is she running back and forth? Because she can't go there? Why can't she go there? Who's this? Oh, that's me. Why is she running back and forth instead of doing what I tell her to? Fuck me. I'm gonna die. Everybody's gonna die because just she's in the way. Crazy wench. Okay. What? So let's see what we got here. She can. Wow. Let's let her dance on their head. Oh, tea. Oh, wow. You suck. That's seriously just, you suck. Frightened. So that's why she's not doing what I told her to? What an excuse. That's a piss poor excuse. Kill this one. She's frightened too?
If I had kid.
Bloody hell, why don't you hit someone else and stop getting hit? What are you doing? Standing around, playing with yourself.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your
What? Okay. Bloody hell. We're going to lose him. I can see that now. Okay, let's try this again. And have him attack him. That was supposed to. She didn't get her spell off yet.
flawless.
Well, we knew that was a coming, didn't we? So, you... I'll do it any... What do you mean? What? Dagnammit, do what I told you to.
Not happening. Sorry,
No, I want you to heal yourself. I've told her to cast that like 16 different times. Not that often, but you know what I mean. You feel like it is.
I'm on.
Okay. It's a good start. We can work with that. Oh. Thing's constantly back-mouthing me here. Okay, let's try to drown it for what that may or may not... What? What that may or may not be worth. Like, what?
Sorry, I can't.
All of a sudden, they've swapped positions. So we will need to sleep, but we got plenty of camping supplies. Let's be honest. I think it's funny that people find this to be a better game because it's actually more simplistic, and people are usually crying about they want things to be more complex.
Ah, got it.
Bane touched. Sigil of Terratus.
Fine.
Worse deflection, worse precision, but she has better gravelight control. I'm going to say yes, please. OT. Just make sure there's nothing else here. OT. So, we haven't been able to get these stairs to come up yet. There's a sigil there we could learn, it looks like. Okay, sometimes what you have to do anyhow is just go to the other area and come back another way. So I vote that we do that, and since no one else is writing anything in the chat, feel free to put your vote in the chat if you want to, folks. Well, that'll be fine. This piece of parchment has crudely drawn row sigil in the center. And this is citron, okay. Oh, so we need row. There are many more passageways and rooms within sight, but beyond reach. Too bad, so sad, right? That might be useful down on the other level, where we were simply not able to open some things. That definitely looks like a trap right there.
Curious.
I have had them sometimes inexplicably simply walk on top of the traps while they're supposed to be disarming them. You see a worn down and faded rune embedded in the wall. It is currently impossible to decipher. Just a second. What the rune is. Lantry's Voice of Aegis talent is required to learn this spell rune. There it is. Skipped right over it. Oh, it just doesn't wake.
On the lookout. Another demonstration of...
Can't see the numbers. Guy's standing right there, so I can't see the numbers. And for that reason, I'm going to change my choice for that one. Can't tell if it's a 30 or an 80.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, holy shit! That was vicious. Who else's head emptied out?
I'm on it. do.
Positioning is sometimes everything.
Pay attention. Kids, you might learn something.
Think you're frightened now? Wait till I get done with you. Oh, she's frightened. Oh, that doesn't bode very well, does it?
Y'all know where you're at.
15th time.
See that? I'm not.
Nice. Okay. I get a little bit quiet when I'm focused. Sorry. I get like totally focused.
Entirely useless.
Try to get it before it gets before Finish gets her, getting her. Raider, one of the mercenaries, steps forward, struggling to stand. Whoever you are, thank you. We had better chances when our numbers were greater, but things began to descend once the Bane ambushed us. What are you doing here? He winces. Again, after discovering a new wound in his legs, we entered the old walls with Raetommon, but we were quickly separated and our ranks broken by the Bane. Raetommon pressed forward, told us to fight back the Bane and regroup once they had been defeated. His face begins to drain of color, but they never stopped. Wave after wave for hours, they never stopped. The mercenary begins to take inventory of your company. Did Raetommon send you to rescue us? As if. Raetommon never had any intention of coming back for you. I am sorry. A streak of anger flashes across his face before it quickly subsides to despair as the truth sets in. We had our doubts when we entered the old walls, and only a handful of Brotherhood were given torch keys. As you can tell, we were not among them. The mercenary nods to his companions, and they grab what they can and begin to shuffle off. We'll be heading back to camp. We've had enough of this shithole for one day. I think shithole is one word, by the way. Where's my five? Raetommon can rot here for all I care. Sorry. Seriously? You rotten, stinking fucking bastards. Someone heal her. Oh, we'll try to hold them off for as long as we can.
As you command.
Wow, I don't blame these guys for just hitting it. Fuck is she doing over there? Can someone tell me that? What the fuck was she doing over there? I've got the AI off for a reason, and it's exactly because of this sort of stupidity. You're like, she's so cool when she's angry. starting to wonder about me, seriously. Oh, fuck me. And now we need her to heal her. Everybody is healing somebody else. What's up with this? Oh, fuck me. I just keep saying that. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. No.
Oh, fucking hurt.
Maybe we'll all live to tell about it. And maybe we won't. We'll see. So dance on that one's head. And you throw some of your little quill thingies. We'll see if we can get these fillers. Bugger me. That is my one gal here. She's hurting pretty hard. Who's this? It's you? Wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft. And what are you doing? Dearest.
On it.
That's how it's done.
Oh my gosh. That feller wasn't kidding, was he? Wave after wave after wave.
Oh, that one fucking hurt.
Just unfucking-believable, Oda. There's one wave after another after another.
You got it.
See that?
Who has healing? Oh, well, shit, that's going to take approximately forever, isn't it? She's got healing.
I got
Not
it.
entirely useless.
Count on it.
She's just standing there. I don't even know.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Okay. Bugger me.
If I had kids. Then me feeling that one. Still got it.
Ugh. Bloody hell. We love to tell about it. I don't know why we're whining and pissing about it. Another torn piece of parchment. Ew. Aren't we the clue finder here? Combined with the first parchment you found, you can see a crudely drawn rose sigil in the center and a crudely drawn citron sigil in the upper left-hand corner, other left. Part of a third signal can be seen in an adjacent corner, but it's obscured by blood. How rude. How rude.
You didn't see nothing.
You didn't see nothing.
I'll see what I can do.
Ooh. Horror cow. I thought I put that in her inventory. Okay, all that really does is a weapon push. As a pushes the enemy and disrupts him. I don't mean to disparage it. It's nice enough as far as that goes. Oh. What am I, an idiot?
To battle!
Answer that. Oh, fuck me. The other one's going to be a real pain in the rump roast to kill.
Can't do that.
Shh.
You go. I'm enjoying this a bit too much.
Almost missed it. That tiny bit of time when you can actually
If I had
make
kids,
that happen.
I'd be feeling that one.
Really immediately. We'll finish this battle really quickly, she said optimistically.
I feel like fighting someone.
Someone's poisoned.
Well, that was more
Devirishes.
gruesome than I was expecting.
That was really something, yes. Okay, so now let's level up first. Her accuracy, let's do her abilities. We need lots of them. We've done really well sort of splitting these for her because she's got a lot of useful ones in each tree. That's a nice one too. We need 6 points, which means we need to spend 1 more in this tree. She taunts her foes, sweeps at a target's feet, knocking them prone. Okay, let's take that one for the moment. We know what we want for Lantry. If he ever goes up a level. Boop.
Quiet down. What have we here?
We all saw that one coming, didn't we?
Have a look here.
Have a look-see poo. Darling.
Just point me in the right direction.
I'm just curious. Okay, I thought maybe the purple one would do something nice. Hit design current.
On it.
Because we still can't get in there. What is it with me and my ears? Oh, there we go. The nice thing about this game is you don't really have to be the brightest bulb in the batch. to play it.
Have a look here.
A bloody dirt-smeared man cries out when he sees you. Thank the forged tender you found me. We have to get out of here before the scourges come back. Oh no, not that again. Or the Brotherhood. I'm not sure which scares me more. Slow down. What are you doing here? I was searching the area near the old wall's entrance for unique metals and runes I could use in my crafting. I'm trying to advance to the next level of my apprenticeship. Impressing Forge Masters is much harder than it sounds, and Master Lohara is especially demanding. You really need to stand out, and I thought this was my chance. I didn't even know the Bronze Brotherhood were here until some of them showed up. I grabbed a discarded helmet. By discarded, read he looted it off of a corpse. Right? And tried to blend in until I could get away. Their leader thought I was a soldier who got stuck away from his post, so he demanded that I return to my duties. I was scared. So he shrugs with defeat. I followed my orders and went inside. As soon as I could get out of sight, I started running to find a way out. There's supposed to be a path to Lethian's crossing somewhere. He shakes his head. But that could just be a story. Of course, I got turned around and I couldn't find my way back. I barricaded myself in here and kept away from the Bronze Brotherhood patrols and scourges roaming around. I thought there was a comma there. What? If you hadn't shown up, it would only have been a matter of time before something found me. Okay, you know it's illegal to trespass in the walls, right? I know, this doesn't look good. And I was hoping that someone would look the other way since I'm doing it for the sake of my work. No one stopped me on my way here. I haven't hurt anyone but myself, so there's no problem, right? I'm not upholding Kyros' laws, if you remember correctly, not this playthrough. I have played those through where I've upheld his/her laws to the letter. And it's quite hard, and argued my part of why I break them. Okay. I'm in the old walls too, right? So let's just keep this a secret. I like that answer. Sometimes I forget that you fate binders are beholden to Kyros' law, of course. I'll get out of here. I won't mention it to anyone. Please. You can't leave me here. You must help me get out. There are things in here. Bad things. Hungry things. Sounds like a kid, doesn't he? Okay, so, first of all, what can you tell me about Master Lohara? She's strict, but she makes sure things get done quickly and efficiently. And, like I said, she's also impossible to impress. I figured that if I could find something in here to enhance my work, she'd have to notice me. Now, all I'm going to get is a lecture. He looks around, a forlorn expression on his face. That is, if I get out of here alive. So, go back the way you came. Tell Flatfoot Ferris you're with the Fatebinder. By the fires in the forge. That's fantastic news. I can finally leave this place. Thank you. I'll make sure the forge-bound know you helped me escape. See, and now an hour and 40 minutes. So trying to turn up the quality of the streaming and recording was a mistake, apparently. Which I need to see about a capture card eventually. Just don't have the money at the moment.
I got it.
Okay. So we done already looked at that. We're going to come across here. Let's loot this body. Oh, good. The road torch key. And a broken helmet. Shh. How many do you make? There's 3. 4. Fuck me. There's 4. Sounds so wrong coming out of my mouth when I'm wearing this dress. I really need to be more ashamed of myself.
I'm on it. Trouble is afoot.
It's immune to burning. Fucker. Okay. As if it planned to be immune to burning, right? Putting her right in the middle was probably be the last worst idea I've had. I mean, after all, this whole cleave thing right here is going to be already questionable. All those fucking Deverishes. No one seems particularly susceptible to his... Why isn't she casting this? Oh, she's still waiting. Harebrained schemes.
No, sorry.
Who's this? That's you.
Not happening.
I have a big thing on my... What? What? It's just came up and said try reloading, but everything looks like it's still working. So I'm a wee bit lost. And apparently I've accidentally disrupted... Or who's it? What the fuck is going on here? Anybody? Anybody? Do I keep interrupting them accidentally? I am very focused at the moment because I'm trying to figure out what I can do to whom to make their lives miserable.
I'm on it.
What? Seriously. And I still don't know. Her brain just emptied out again. And I see that she's getting kind of critical. This just doesn't seem like it's gonna help anyone. So let's see what else he has. Surge of Glory. That's kind of cool. She has this. Bugger me. I'm sorry, why isn't she drinking that like she's supposed to be? Okay, I think these are all immune to fire, which just really sucks. Makes that completely useless. As is her magic. Okay.
I got it. By your command. You'll have to do it.
Bugger me all to hell.
I'll take care of you.
That's my girl. That's my girl. That's a good job. She did a good job under really somewhat horrific circumstances. Okay. We're getting there though, aren't we? Slowly but surely. If she doesn't die now,
Seeing an awful lot of
wenn sie noch am Leben sind, dann wenn sie nicht gestorben sind, dann leben sie noch heute.
that was satisfying.
Holy cow. Some of these are really challenging battles. You suck. Yeah, I know. There's some more Bane waiting for us. Bugger me.
Your days end.
Speak of the devil. Are we even healed? Not quite. They're immune to fire. We've already learned that. Okay. So, people come in here and think this is my first time playing this. It's not, but I play a lot of games, and so I have a lot of different things in my head. It's just the way it is. Oh, yeah, baby.
I'm enjoying this a little. Too much.
I love Lantry's attack.
Attention, kids.
That thing's nice.
Might learn something.
I got it.
Only 2 of them is very doable. Let's be honest about it. And by the way, guys, welcome to my channel. If you're watching this live or as a past broadcast and you enjoy my content, then remember to follow me, okay? Or subscribe to my channel if you're on YouTube. You'll know, turn on your notifications. You'll know when I'm online or when I've uploaded a video for you. So,
Will do.
let's let them heal first. Okay, we're going to do something stupid like save it. What? That is not even a little bit stupid. Okay, the sunken relief, though heavily damaged, is clearly meant to depict a runic symbol similar to the one you saw at Ascension Hall. The relief is incomplete, and thus the final form of the ruin is unknown. Nevertheless, let us take a charcoal rubbing. Pressing charcoal to parchment, you capture a blurry but proportionate image of the ancient relief. Though the drawn rune remains incomplete, it seems likely that the completed design is symmetrical in nature. Should the need arise, you could reasonably guess at the original shape. Shall we go irritate the critters now? Oh, they're not going to jump out? I think when we put the next one in, they're going to jump out.
Have a look here.
Have a look-see-poo. Oh, more torn parchment and a battered bronze brotherhood. Battered bronze brotherhood armor. I'm childish. Oh, well. Life should be enjoyed. There we go. Here we go. Combined with the first 2 parchment pieces you found, you can see a crudely drawn rose sigil in the center, a crudely drawn citron sigil in the upper left-hand corner, and a crudely drawn amethyst sigil in the upper right-hand corner. is a puzzle.
Stepping lightly.
Are there any secrets left in this room? No. And there they are. Oh, holy shit. 3 guesses as to what's going to pop out of there? See if we can go get someone to pop out now. No one? No one?
I'm not.
Aha. I'd rather not fight them all at the same time. Thank you very much. See if I can agitate them and get them to come out singularly.
I'm here to make friends. So watch and learn.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Oh, yes, I was fighting.
Figured I'd make an example out of that one.
Yeah, you did a good job too. Oh yeah. You have seen this symbol repeated with remarkable consistency throughout this place. Since research of old walls has been forbidden, it is likely that the symbol's meaning has been lost to history. Kyros is a bitch. Dance on your head.
4 talents to the body count.
They're immune to fire, which is why I'm no longer using her fire attack, right? Just get on with it.
Wait, I did that?
You did. It was very nice.
I got it. I got it. I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
So let's see if we can remember without looking. We have read it several times. Here we need the rho symbol. Here we need the citron. And here we need the amethyst. I was going to say, I expected something, surely. We still need to go back and try the other colors there.
I'll be your shadow.
Shh. Okay. These are scroll fragments we can use when we establish a library in a spire. So I'm looking to open this door, by the by. Looks like that's just not going to happen at the moment. Oh, could be that we will need anyhow his Voices of the Ages or whatever it's called. Let's go to the next part. See what we can discover there. And we will discover something. Oh, another dead body. Place is littered with them. And a lot of broken armor pieces, right? There's another broken body. I don't know if I'm going to live to tell about that battle. That is a hard-ass battle. And that thing... The hardest thing is we can't get too close to it. So it begins. Raetommon stands before a rolling ball of blue energy, his head seeming to bend and fold as light and shadow fight across his face. He wears an expression of pure ecstasy that immediately fades when the bridge retracts. Who interrupts me? He turns and sees you. His expression is one of fury. No! His voice contains equal amounts of authority and petulance. You cannot be here. This is for me, and I will not have you ruin it. How did you make it all the way through? You don't know the secrets of the old walls. I guessed. One of his men hands him something small and green, and he slips it into his pocket. I guess we'll have to take it off his corpse. He stomps his foot, its dry slap echoing through the enormous room and reverberating back in a quick patter. You do not belong here! His men involuntarily step back away from his sudden rage. Just as quickly as it came, his rage subsides and he smiles. But it doesn't quite reach his eyes. But I might as well be yelling curses at the encroaching darkness, for all the good it will do me to admonish you. You'll never leave Brotherhood affairs alone, never keep out of something you have no business in. Still, I will applaud you. I never expected you would get this far. But since you clearly have no plans on giving me some peace, you might as well stay for the main course. And trust me, they can't wait to sink their teeth in. Anything you'd like to say before you're torn apart? Actually, I just want to get your final words.
More.
We're going to have to fight that thing to get across. Well, certainly know who I'm attacking there. 50-something and 80-something. Let me think.
Bodies to pile in our wake.
Terrified. So he's already pissed his britches. That's about the end of that.
Want some of this? I'm on.
Well, we still don't have control over him at all.
Count on it.
Okay, we have control of him again. Oh, T. That's a very bad chance, but oh well.
As you command.
That's even worse. It's even worse. It's like 4 against 1. Does anyone else feel like the odds are a bit in my favor? I mean, the guy's a lunatic, you know?
As you wish. got it. Dumbass mistake of mine.
He's still got the, see the water on his head? Raetommon sinks to his knees, coughing. He looks up at you, bloodshot eyes wet with tears. How? The question is half-hearted and not really directed at you. How could this happen? So no matter what we do, we're going to gain major favor with the Bronze Brotherhood and gain average wrath, no matter which way. So let's just kill him. It saves us any trouble, right? I doubt there's any chance of rehabilitating him. We got the mage beat. We have to give it up, though. We don't have to. We can keep it.
I'll just hold on to this.
Yes, please do. Okay, I'm holding an artifact in my hands, folks, and this is not one, so clearly I'm not going to give up my artifact for that. I need to remember to use this, and we are about to have to pull out all the stops. This is a bitch of a battle, I'm going to tell you. Oh, yeah, she's double weapon. He has his little quill, and she has her staff, so sadly, we do not have a use for this. Wow, nice arcane blast feature, however. Just a second. Well, this does shock damage. Okay, it would be probably the height of stupidity to change that out. Let's put this here. Und los geht's. See if we can taunt the Bane out first. I don't think so. Yeah, I was afraid that was not gonna happen. Black and Iron Choker. Oh, this is a perv game too. You wouldn't have thought it, would you? That's my joke about the Pillars of Eternity, because they're always being tied, you know? I keep joking and say it's a perv game. Well, there's only one more choice. There it is. Did that help us?
I got it.
I have the sense that the bonds are weakening. This looks like eyeballs, didn't it? Fire resistance to... Oh, fuck me. Probably none of our spells are going to work. Shits and grins? We better just do this anyhow. The thing is, we can get close for a while, but then we need to get away, because it's like the dervishes, where it spins and it goes around a room and you have to run away from it. Let's try the crush damage then. Not a really good chance there, right?
Not a problem. Before me.
Well, this is precisely the difficulty right here. Don't really want to lead with that per se. Every one I check, it's worse and worse. Wow. Those guys are going to be a bitch, aren't they? She needs to come and play with this one. Okay, so now let's see if we can get some of this going here. He's still doing his wheel. Bloody hell. The bad thing is he will charge back up. If memory serves, and I'm pretty sure it does.
It's a tough job being so remarkable all the time.
Harsh, huh? It's harsh. We need to focus on one of these at a time.
As you command.
Good. See, he's absorbing the scourge. Do you see that? He's living off the smaller ones. Okay.
See that?
Luckily, there are only, I think that's the only one that's not empty. Oh, Ep went up. Excellent. So let's increase her accuracy. See what else we can do with her. Gain a bonus to all frost damage. That's terribly tempting. Control Grave Light. Eb's presence frightens nearby Bane. It's not too late for that, is it?
I'm not entirely useless.
Not yet, at least. So, let's see what she can do. She's going to... Oh, yeah, baby.
Will do.
So we got a couple of suckers here that are going to be a little bit more susceptible. Beautiful. Beautiful. So he can try to heal her. Meanwhile, she can try to set something on fire. Don't know if it's going to work that well, but it doesn't hurt to try, does it?
Sample out of that one.
I'm very focused, aren't I? I apologize. I do. I get really, really focused.
I'll be shilling that one a bit.
Use our grave light here. So you see, we've got all the Bane out except these, and there'll be 2 in there. And that'll help him heal again, and that's why we've mostly been focusing on the smaller ones. Moodishness. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, now you see how he's powering up there? That's when it's time to get out of there. Leave, I say. So from here, we can still do some damage, right? We don't need to be right up on top of him. Don't be stupid. So, who else can heal her? She can heal her. Shoily. See? See this here? Get out, get out, get out. Okay. Flee. Shit. That wasted her healing spell. Naja. C'est la vie.
By your command.
What are you, some sort of a freaking moron or something? Don't answer that. I think it's patently obvious. Okay. So,
Will do.
she doesn't have a lot more that she can do from a distance, does she? Not really. Okay, so let's see what we can accomplish. The other Bane haven't broken out, which is just kind of weird. Okay, go dance on his head. I told you this was going to be a hell of a battle. But anyone you can walk away from, you know. There they come.
I'll take care of it.
Nope. Yep, there they come. I knew they was coming before they even came. Oh shit, I interrupted that. I didn't mean to. See? That's the hard thing, is you got to really, really pay attention. Who are you commanding?
I'm on. You got it.
Oh, hell no. You did not just spew that shit at me. It's none of our people. Our people are all doing pretty darnedly good.
Nope. Sorry.
Bastard. And I think he's healing for the last time. At least I surmise that it's the last time. Hope that I will be correct in that. Damage boost. Aufpasse, jetzt geht's los. So, that looks good. And she actually has spells too. We just don't really use them that frequently.
You got it. Bleed out, you little shit.
Neither of them look terribly promising to me. I told you this was going to be a hell of a battle, and it is. It takes quite a while. It's kind of the way it goes.
Sorry, I can't.
Yes, you can. You can do so many things if you put your mind to it. She'll dance on that one's head. The rest of us are going to go back to working on that one. Oh, I might help with them.
Not a problem, but
Just come over and beat it.
Oh, crap.
Beat it! Beat it! Beautiful! Nice! Nice! Did you see that? Great job. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So this is she, and he is paralyzed. Try to smother him. Okay, this is going to be it. This is the no, it could have been worse actually if you think about it.
will do.
It wasn't as bad as it could have been. Oh, fuck me. Was not looking forward to fighting all those critters. He had a bow stuck up his butt. Isn't that always, and a diamond. Well, we see how the diamond could come to. Somebody stuck a piece of coal up there. Oh, this is cursed. Oh, good thing we didn't just stick that on. So let's take a look at her and her bow and let's compare. I have a feeling they're the same thing. They really are exactly the same thing. I think we bought that thing. Fuck me. We gave out good money for that. Do you believe that? So now we need to put it in this one so that we can make the bridge go across, and we are missing the yellow. Woohoo! That was a hell of a fight, wasn't it?
Right.
Wow. So let's save that. First time was the charm. We don't want to push our luck. Right, folks? Bugga. Bugga, 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 bugga. We all now. Thank you for your help, Fatebinder. The Forgebound are in your debt. But why is a representative of the Bronze Bastards here? She's one of the curs who perpetrated the atrocity at Lethian's Crossing. No, she's not. We might have been members of the same group as Zdenya. These names. But Raetommon and I are completely different people. We do not all follow blindly without question while our friends and our family die. I never wanted this, and had I known, I would have stopped it. Okay, see, she speaks the truth. And yet she followed him, and that speaks volumes about her standards. If this is how the Bronze Brotherhood handles themselves, I must say I'm not impressed. If this is the company you keep, Fatebinder, I will have no part of it. The Forgebound will not associate with such an unstable group. We require calm, uninterrupted quiet, and I know we would not get it from them. Oh, we're not serving Kyros. So, you won't work together? We must stand united against Kyros, or this is all for nothing. Absolutely not. The Forgebound work better without outside interference. The Bronze Brotherhood offer nothing to us. If you will have the Forgebound serving your army, it will be without the Brotherhood. Bugger me. before now, you might have been able to convince me to work together. Regardless of my feelings about the Forgebound, they are arrogant and condescending, but their work is unparalleled. But now, no. I'm tired of dealing with them. The Bronze Brotherhood are a disciplined, well-trained crew. Our accomplishments speak for themselves. We will not help if it means we have to endure their presence. That would be one of these days. I'm going to do number 5. Kill Zdenya and attack Welby. But not today. Although it would be a lot of fun. Okay, how can the Forgebound ensure our victory, that we are victorious over Kyros? The weapons and armors available to your troops will have no equal. My Forgebound will arm and protect your soldiers such as they will never fall in battle. Okay, I'm going to pick the Forgebound. You've made a wise choice, Fatebinder. Our weapons and armor will lead your army to victory. Are you sure this is what you want? By siding with the Forgebound, the Bronze Brotherhood will leave Lethian's crossing. We will no longer be welcome in our own town. Hey, you know, I'm really sorry. But, ja, es tut mir leid, aber es war eine schwere Entscheidung.
Got it.
That's the one that I have equipped. That's where I got that thing from. I couldn't remember where I got it from. I was like, I don't remember where I got this from, but it looks awful nice. I'm going to take it again. Yuck, yuck. Oh, my goodness. So now we need to go see about opening the other doors. We have quite a few doors in here that we haven't opened yet. So 2, 4, 6. There's not too many of you in here. Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10? Interesting. I did have a VIP in there, but apparently he has slipped to the side. Okay. Ah! Now we're back at the front. See if it opened any other doors. If so, it would be out here. I think we have our maximum number. Yep. Steel. We don't really need to sleep, so we're not going to. So how far is Landry from going up a level? I think he's got a long ways to go still. We could just go out the front. But we're not going to.
I'm seeing a lot in this room I'd like to sketch. But we should keep moving.
No, 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 no. The chamber immediately reminds you of Ascension Hall. An intricate rune running along the floor can only mean one thing. You stand at the feet of a great spire. Each step you take echoes across a great distance. As you gaze upward, the sage-colored walls quickly give way to unending blackness. The rune in the center of the floor is inactive, and the silence of the hall offers no clues as to its use or function. You feel a slight tug at your chest, a faint echo of the energy that enveloped you at Vendrian's Well. Hold a moment, Landry bellows, the comment louder than needed, smiling as he hears his voice echo through the massive chamber. If my sense of direction is at all reasonable, we are standing below the spire in this region. I'm sorry, is he supposed to be intelligent? Is this a game of state the obvious? What do you know of the spires? About as much as you, I'm afraid. Until our time at Vendrian's Well, I didn't realize there were ways to access the upper reaches. Speaking of which, I'm certain there's a way across the top of this spire as well. To access the top of this spire as well. Let's keep our eyes out for sigils or glyphs nearby. Okay, what do you recommend? Well, I'd start with the grooves and stones on the floor over there. If it's like the Spire at Vendrian Well, whomever built this created a mystical conduit to the top. And I think it's very, very unlikely that the pattern is purely decorative. Okay, so same thing. Let's take a charcoal rubbing, and mayhap we will. The newly added imprint fills the remaining gaps of the scroll on the scroll, giving you a clear representation of the carved rune. Hello, Sha.
If I had a copper ring for every glyph I've sketched today.
You wouldn't be very rich. So, time to check our inventory. And there it is.
Will do.
Up, and I lost somebody. Now, yeah. Everyone has to decide for themselves what they feel like doing and what they don't. It's an odd time to jump out, right? But as we're conquering the second spire. So. The arcane light courses skyward, trailing off toward the horizon in the direction of Vendrian's Well. You feel the ground ripped out from beneath you yet again as you drift back into the warmth of the energy surrounding you. Your awareness stretches beyond the limits of this spire, pulling in many directions at once. The light you saw arcing through the sky reminds you of the tether you feel to the top of Vendrian's Well. This too is a point of connection, and you are an inextricable part of it, bound as surely as the spires are to each other. The sunset spire in Lethian's Crossing feels burdened with its age, as if a central linchpin somewhere in its core has weathered the centuries of oppressive weight and longs to topple. The surge of energy that courses through you, forming a link with Vendrian's Well, strengthens the very stones beneath your feet. The structural weakness you detected vanishes, replaced by confidence that could keep this tower standing for millennia. See there, due south is Ardent, where I was born. That's Ebb, sorry. Where I was born. And then over to the right, that is where the Academy of Tides used to stand. Oh, and you can see that, little island off of Barris is in Chains. That's where Hagrivar would take me to practice our more dangerous spells. My childhood as seen from above. This is surreal. And tell me where you're writing from. Lantry speaks aloud as he pens a missive. And how to reach you, and I will send you an iron ring for your troubles. He signs his name with a flourish and then tosses the parchment into the wind. In the blink of an eye, the heavy currents carry the slip of parchment eastward. I had this idea of a message in a bottle without the bottle. Maybe it'll work. If you threw a dagger from up here, I wager it could split a man on the ground in half. damn it, I want to try. The spire feels like a relay between you and Vendrian's well, bridging some transference of energy on an enormous scale. You are the first link of a chain that stretches the length of the realm. As you struggle to understand this sensation, you grow aware of whispers all around you. Okay, so let's listen closely. The whispers themselves seem to travel down the tether between you and your spires, conducting heat that feels at times unbearable. They speak of your actions, your choices, everything that led you to this place. Your name is known. Your banner recognized, your deeds reported across the tiers and the Northern Empire alike. For an instant, you can see the accumulated hope and fear these whispers represent. It appears like dewdrops settling on a leaf, then trickling into a shared basin. This image is fed to you through your connection, a base metaphor that only hints at its true scope. There is power in these spires, and though its source is unfamiliar, were you to harness it, you suspect that nothing would stand beyond your reach. Okay, so let's simply say number 2, unlocking the spire seems to have opened some deeper connection. On the moments my staff and I are separated, part of its magic goes dormant. Until I'm once again near. That same dynamic is happening with you and the spires. They've adopted you, I guess. They certainly like you enough not to kick you out of bed. Interesting thought, isn't it? So, curious, I'm noting something I also observed at the Spire in Vendrian's well. There's a mist to come, and it has little beats when you walk, tiny fluctuations when you talk. Unless my senses are deceiving me, you and the spires are mystically attuned to each other. Most fascinating indeed. A quill pen appears in his hand, and the old sage begins furiously jotting notes on his arm. You look taller somehow, like you could command a dozen gangs without any challengers to knife you in the back. So, we want to build the forge or the library. That's the question. Let's build the library on this one and the forge on the next one, so they can start researching things for us. Yeah, baby. Yep. Cool. Sage Garrus, greetings, Fatebinder. The sage bows low before you, the quills in his hood brushing the ground. Okay, who are you and how did you get on my spire? He takes a cautious step back. Garrus, I'm your scribe and researcher. I've heard great things about you, about this place. The library here is incredible, if you don't mind my saying so. He quails back with uncertainty and fear. When I heard about the library you were building, I just had to come. I watched the workers as they hauled the stone and scrolls up here. There was an awful lot, and they were very tired, so I did what little I could do to assist them. Then on the last day, as everyone was leaving, I just stayed behind. I don't remember hiring you. Well, if you want to hold it strictly to the truth, you didn't. But I never let details like that stop me in the past. Sage Tacitus, or Tacitus, always encouraged me to show ambition ahead of restraint, and I am nothing if not a student of good advice. He straightens his posture and clears his throat. With your permission, of course. So, you just invited yourself into the mix? Lantry wipes his brow, leaving a sepia streak. Such foolhardy initiative reminds me of a younger me. It's amazing I still have my teeth, considering what a fucking twit I used to be. Who am I kidding? I still am. Sages seem to be the new crotch sore. They just keep appearing atop your big hard monument at inappropriate moments. I think she means like fifth eye, you know. Ebb gestures her staff toward the edge of the Spire platform. Of course, I'm happy to show him the exit. We could take wagers on how long it takes for him to fall or hit the ground, right? Closest over and under wins. Okay, why are you here? No, I take it you need someone to organize this collection of scrolls, someone to catalog new texts as you discover them, and someone organize research efforts, someone to organize research efforts. As your scribe, I can do all three. In fact, I'm excited to get started. I've already started looking through your collection, and he cuts himself off and sighs. To be honest, I need the work. The Vellum Citadel isn't exactly up to its old standards, and I'm afraid there aren't many safe places where a sage can find employ during the war. Okay, well, what can you research for me? Oh, any number of topics. Magic, alchemy, the history of the world. You have an impressive collection. Not as large as this Vellum Citadel, perhaps, but no sense in crying over burnt parchment. I've started compiling a list of possible research topics. Allow me to show you. Ching. So, what kind of artifacts do we have? Okay, so before we can do anything, by the way, we need to go in here. And we need to hire recruits. Trainer, controlled fire, subterfuge, magic staff, stone force magic staff, stone atrophy force, scribe and lore seeker who regularly provides scrolls for research, a merchant with a collection of rare magical scrolls, lore fire frost lightning, that sounds useful. We're at the end of it, so let's hire this one as well. And let's hire this one as well. So we've got 3. Stone atrophy force, stone force staff, subterfuge staff. This gives us 4. Maybe we can get him started on researching something for us then. I want you to research something. Requirements, 8 scrolls. But you could start researching items and magic and sigil scroll. Let's do that. We've already got Siren here. We haven't talked to her yet, or did we? I guess we did. I guess we went to see her anyhow, didn't we? I was playing my other game before I came back over in here and got confused. Jonathan has not yet collected her. Scrolls. Excellent. More scrolls? Just guessing. Okay. So now let's see who, on the subject of spires. Okay, Rogalus, that's the other fate binder there. The court is abuzz. With news of the Civil War, representatives from the chorus and the disfavored are having little shouting matches in front of Tunon. The petitioners of the court seem swept up in talks of who will crush whom, and if and when Tunon will bring down the gavel and stop the fighting. What has me more intrigued is the other story out of Vendrian's Well. Tunon sends you on what I thought was going to be a one-way trip to the well, and not only do you live, you somehow claim the mountain spire, and you broke Kyros' edict too. Such things make a little civil war seem so trivial in comparison, at least to those who can separate the message from the noise. Okay. Tell me, what was it like to break the edict, and how it is to take control of the Spire. Okay, so let's explain the experience as best we can, right? We don't have any really reason to hide that. Send that off to him then. Bronze Brotherhood loves us anyhow, and yet fears us. Excellent. The Forgebound absolutely adores us, darling. Wonderful. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now let's go back down and see if we can open some more of the doors. Oh, everyone wants to talk.
So, your latest acquisition has me thinking about the Spires some more. By all accounts, they go as far back as the old walls.
Do
Over
tell.
the centuries, the nobles of the tiers have claimed the Spires, but they've only ever battled over the land at the ground level of the monuments.
That's true, because I couldn't do anything else.
I've never seen the glyphs of a spire light up in all my years. Not until you show up. If this were an isolated incident, I'd be confused. But it seems the spires, plural, are somehow connected to you. What's your secret?
So how about this? I've studied at Tunan's feet, proclaimed edicts, broken them too. I'm sure I've been exposed to all sorts of arcane powers. A long sigh escapes Slantry, and he sticks his quill in his mouth, chewing on the tip. His head tilts from one side to the other, muttering inchoate half words. I always want to know what you're thinking.
If I had the words for it, I'd share. I'm just
Whoa, my headphones are out of sync with each other.
realizing how much more there is to learn.
Bloody hell. That's rough. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. She has the magic I need to learn.
Second Spire has awoken to your presence. This is fascinating, and I admit enviable. If it turns out your connection to the Spires invites death and woe, my jealousy might wane a bit. I've been mulling over that structure we found atop Vendrian's well. Would you be opposed to me studying the sculpture in closer detail?
Oh, not at all.
I'd perhaps work a spell or two near the structure. Simple cantrips of grave light by which to read and inspect, but I will not poke or shove the thing in any way physical or mystical.
Okay. I don't know if we want to lose major fear with her. Fear will keep you honest, right? Let's just say if you think it's wise, of course.
Thank you. Next time we have a good moonlit night, I'd best settle in and see what sort of magic perturbations I can sense from the sculpture. What is it you need?
I have some questions for her.
You know, I normally charge for this, but for you...
Okay. Okay, let's try magical
you know
tradition.
That's a very personal question. The knowledge I have is a centuries-old gift from the Archon of Tides. I would sooner discard my life than the sanctity of that gift. I will speak in generalities only.
Okay, so let's just ask some questions here. Get some background. Okay. Trade secret, or at least it was a trade secret up until a few years ago. My masters were taken before the voices of Narot. He pried that wisdom from their minds. Not that I'm still bitter. It's about the influence of the earth, the Terratus grave. Tell me how you influence ice, mist, and other forms of water with years of training. Now look, most of those secrets have already been stolen ages ago by the sages. Doesn't mean I'm going to tell you just because the secret's already out, but it means you can go ask someone else. Oh, what a bitch. Seriously? Maybe we should have gotten rid of some for fear. Can you teach me what you know? I suppose I'm capable, but no, the secrets of the Archons of Tides die with me. I command you to teach me what you know. Then go ask the voices of Narat. You helped deliver him all that we know. Go ahead and ask him. Okay, I understand this knowledge is important to you. I assure you it will be used for great things. You know what? You're right. Secret's already out, and I should know better than to taunt someone of your temperament. Besides, we tidecasters love a good bit of destructive nonsense, and I know you can be trusted to carry out that essential pillar of our teaching. So, first things first, this is the sigil of occulted jade. Archon of Tides, watch carefully. Ebba holds up her right hand, curling her palm as she fans her fingers. With a whip of her wrist, she scribes a pattern in the air, her fingers glowing an orange hue. For a moment, she traces in the air. Okay. For several hours, you mimic Eb's gestures while absorbing her biographical anecdotes about the Archon's life, times, and power. At last, the moment occurs where the understanding clicks. You are no longer aping her motions, but willfully tapping into the power of the Archon. I'd ask that you use this knowledge wisely, but it's not like I do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm all talked out for the moment. Perhaps another time. I hate to threaten her, but give me your knowledge, bitch. And there's the 11th school. There's the 11th school. Oh, our gang is building quite a little collection of spires, aren't we? The voices of Narat was never one for keeping strongholds, but I can definitely see the appeal. Why doesn't the voices like a stronghold? Because there's no point in standing still. The voices prefers to keep his forces busy and on the move, with the only restful hours between dusk and dawn. Besides, fighters in motion are less likely to rise up and challenge authority, safety in numbers. But once you get people hunkering down to discuss their problems, suddenly everyone has a reason to kill the closest gang boss. Okay, what do you think of these spires? Well, they're big. But make no mistake, a determined army could knock one down if they got enough shovels and picks together. Don't be so quick to assume you're invincible. As to what they are, I try not to ask those sorts of questions.
What do you need?
Okay, so I think I will take that conversation offline. We need to explore these things with them. Sorry, guys. I see that I dropped you for a second. We need to explore these things with them. Let's go back to the Bastard City, however. Oh, no. Let's go here first and finish opening the doors. We have doors we haven't opened. Okay, we'll go back out the other side here. There's one we need to open. To do that, we need to go back here. Okay. Switch that light. It's just now finally starting to warm up in Germany. Oh. Seriously? This is something I hate about this game sometimes. If you don't do something in a 100% order, it can be that you can't finish something. And I hate that because I don't like suckling off of online tutorials, you know, or walkthroughs and shit like that. I just don't like that. You're gonna make a game, make one where I can play through it. Now I'm uncertain what in hell we missed here. I'll have to look it up. Which makes me unhappy. There's a room down here we haven't gotten yet. And we haven't gotten to this one yet either. So, by the looks of this, though, we have to come here before we can go there. Wow, my monitor fell once really brutally. And it's really scratched. Okay, guys, welcome back. That was me. That was on me, and I don't know what happened, but we're only going to stream for another 45 minutes or so, so I'm not going to worry about that today, but I am quite frustrated. What do you want to do, right? Come on. Hopefully we didn't lose too much progress. It's really weird because it held through for a long time and I can't find what is causing this to happen except maybe the Windows updates sabotaging me, trying to force me to make updates. Okay, this time we'll just go straight down here. Everyone who sticks through here with me, I really appreciate it. I do. I don't know why they're not responding. I don't understand. Okay, save that real quick. Yes, none of us are here to make friends, but the reality is that we keep fighting these beasts.
I'm on. Crags.
So let's get her there, and I could do her grave light there. Let her dance on his head. Oops, I meant to do this. Okay. Oh, bugger me. You suck. Oh.
As you wish.
Okay.
Consider it done.
Flies away. So early in the season.
That's how it's done.
It's the price we pay for it warming up a little bit, isn't it? Actually, they come in the winter time too, quite frequently. Just hang out in your house to keep from dying, don't they? Come on, come on, come on. Okay. We still need his voices of voices of ages for that as well, and we can't go there. The devil. Well, I don't think anyone can. Okay, well, screw that. Okay, maybe we'll do that another time. I still don't understand why they're not responding to anything, but I will look that up. I know you have that in Bastard's Wound, and it's just bullshit because you're not allowed to do certain things. Like I said, you have to do things in a certain order. And otherwise you can't finish it. I kind of think that if that's the case, they shouldn't allow you to do those things at that point in time. It should be the case that you can't screw up your game. You know what I'm saying? But not everyone agrees. Oh. I want to go out the front, by the way, which is why I am here. I really miss the fast travel. Just saying. Okay. So we're going to finish up here. Then we're going to go to Tunon for a moment and do another case. Okay? And then we'll close the stream for today. We've actually got we've gotten quite a lot done. Okay. I'm not sure why the Bronze Brotherhood has to leave Lethian's Crossing. I think that was just to tug at your heartstrings, you know. But if you choose them, then we will have to leave. Fatefinder, it's good to see you alive. With all the commotion coming from inside the old walls, Eldian was beginning to worry about you. He sent me to find you should you return to Lethian's Crossing. Soldiers from the Vendrian Guard arrived not long ago. Matani, their leader, said she brought them here to protect the settlement from future attacks by Kyros' armies. Okay. We'll pick number 2. The challenges of the old walls can never keep me from protecting Lethian's Crossing. Okay, we are grateful for your protection. He bows deeply and runs off. How rude.
Will do.
It's definitely Vendrian Guard. Let's go in here. We haven't raided a lot of these places.
See that?
Oh, yeah. Cool. And you just walk in and raid these places. The back wall of this home has long since crumbled away, revealing the old walls behind it. These guys live in direct juxtaposition to these old walls. Which of course makes sense. It always makes sense to make use of natural building materials. So let's go have a discussion with these guys, if they're up for it. Ah, he made it back. Nice. A muscular woman stands upright from her forge and turns to look at you. Didn't we already answer this question? The light of the fire playing across her face, making her eyes dance dangerously. A toothy smile breaks across her mouth. The only bright spot on her soot-stained face. Do you kill with your left or your right hand? I kill with my left hand. Okay, I heard you might need some help. Okay. This actually, that goat fucker Raetommon really made a mess of the settlement. Not only did he capture the head of our order, but he also killed several of my forge hands. She smashes her fist into a nearby table, launching several metalworking tools into the air. As much as I'd love to personally track down the bastard, I'm duty-bound to stay and fulfill our commitments to the armies, as I was going to... I've already killed him. I was going to send some of my men to tackle a few problems, but now we've barely enough hands to keep the fire stoked. If you've got time, I could really use your help with a missing shipment. A missing shipment? She raises her eyebrow. Our last iron delivery was light. The Bronze Brotherhood. There are no L's in those words. The Bronze Brotherhood has been attacking forge-bound caravans for years, even though the ore is useless to them. They attack our porters just to spite us. Her face takes on a sour expression. I probably shouldn't mention this, but if you're going to be helping me, you deserve to know everything. There were some very important weapons being sent back to us, hidden in that shipment, and we need to repair them and get them back into the hands of soldiers. My hunch is that killing our porters and taking their rations was enough. They'd have no cause to lug a bunch of rocks back to their camp, and I don't think they knew the weapons were there. At least I hope they didn't. She scratches her jaw, thinking. Our man meant to travel through the dense forests of Deserter's March. We don't know his precise route, as our porters often improvise on the road to avoid encounters with bandits. I know that isn't much to go on. I'm so sorry. I know a spot in Deserters March with known Brotherhood activity. And we do, too. That's as good a start as any. It's certainly plausible that the porter moved through there. Okay. We've actually had this conversation with her. I don't feel like having it again. I don't know why I'm having it again. Pretty sure it was this game today. Fatebinder, the blonde woman standing near the corner of the building, cries out to you as you pass by. I need your help. It's terrible. Her voice breaks and she wipes her hand across her face. In this game, we had not yet been in her house. She has a wife. My wife is dead. She puts her face in her hands and sobs. Poor Phaedra. That was a granddaughter of Lethian, by the way. She pulls her hands away, a fierce passion in her eyes. She was slain by the Bronze Brotherhood. This cannot be allowed to stand. I demand a Fatebinder's justice. Okay, I can find her killer, but how do you know it was a Bronze Brotherhood? The necklace. Her hand moves to her neck, tracing bare skin. She was wearing the necklace I gave her when she bursts into tears. It was a younger man. Her words tremble with sobs. Sandro. She whispers the name. How does she know it was him? He struck her dead and took the necklace. I was paralyzed. I froze and just watched. Her eyes went up as more tears overtake her. She could have given him that necklace as a love token and killed her wife herself. Okay, bearing false witness can lead to even more murder. Are you sure it was Sandro and not some other Brotherhood mercenary? Of course I'm sure. I would recognize Sandro anywhere. The angry tone in her voice rises. He and Phaedra were friends once. They had a falling out years ago over some trivial matter. He must still be angry about it. I think he took the necklace as a token. You know how these mercenary thugs are. Okay, I'll be back once I find Sandro. Kill Sandro and please bring back the necklace. And blah, blah, blah. I don't believe you. You're a bitch. I don't believe you. Oh. In my other game, I went in there and talked to she and her wife. I didn't realize that this was what escalates that, and she was kind of weird.
That wasn't so hard.
You know, like pouty and stuff.
Shh.
Just checking that she didn't stow the necklace somewhere in here, right? Not sure who Sandro is, but we are going to tune on to hear Case, and then we will close the stream out for today. She said optimistically. I do want to loot some of this stuff, though. I think that's the last container, actually, other than the one with the camping supplies. So let us go down and talk to Matani. I really miss the quick move. Speed up game. Hello, Fatebinder. What brings you to Lethian's Crossing? I figured you'd be too busy to visit us here. What can I do for you? Also, it's good to see you. Okay, I must go. I thought she wanted something from me. We're clearly crossing our purposes here. Okay, let's go to the Bastard City, see if we can hear a case. Yeah, baby. I'm sorry about the Bronze Brotherhood, but I think I need the Forgebound. Said 802 and I knew it was about 1802 and it was actually 1805 here. What? Really shocked me when it locked up that last time because I definitely was not expecting that. Thought we had it stabilized because it held for over 2 hours. You returned. It is gratifying to see that war has not caused you to forget your roots. What is it you wish to know? Oh, I thought that he would... Okay, so I said we want to talk about matters of law. You are well situated, for my court is the legal heart of this corrupt and uncivilized realm. What matters draw your curiosity? You are already well versed in Kyros' laws, but I am happy to discuss particulars. Okay, if that's all there is to do here for the moment, I think I will do that offline at some other point. I read that you could come back periodically. I came here and made the first judgment in a different game. I didn't, but then I read you could come back periodically after you do other things in the game and do more of those. I la hope. By the way, I'm thinking about changing my handle since people come in here expecting an actual girl, and my handle has been that Craig girl because when I was young, I had brothers and male cousins, and people will go, "Oh, who's she? Oh, that's that Craig girl," right? But apparently people get irritated when they come in and see that I'm not actually a girl anymore. So I was thinking about changing it to that Craig gal so I don't really go off course too much. But I am taking suggestions, or I could use one of my other older game handles, of course. That would be possible. Anyhow, though, thank you for being with me. Appreciate you joining me. Again, if you're not already following me, please do. And turn on your notifications. You'll know when I'm online. You'll know when I've posted a video. I very much appreciate it when you spend time with me. So, y'all take care, and I will see you.